The difference between victory and defeat in baseball can be as small as a single pitch, a single swing, or a single defensive play. On a night filled with tension, momentum swings, and dramatic moments from the opening inning to the final out, the Chicago White Sox proved exactly why every run matters. In a contest that kept fans on the edge of their seats until the very last batter, the White Sox narrowly defeated the Atlanta Braves by a score of 6-5, surviving a late push from one of baseball's most dangerous lineups and securing one of their most exciting victories of the season. It was a game that showcased resilience, clutch hitting, and just enough pitching to hold off a determined comeback attempt. From the moment the first pitch crossed the plate, there was an unmistakable sense that this would not be an ordinary regular season game. The atmosphere inside the stadium carried the intensity of a playoff contest. Every pitch seemed to matter. Every base runner created tension. Every defensive play had the potential to change the outcome. Fans from both sides understood that they were witnessing a matchup between two proud franchises eager to prove themselves. The Braves entered the contest looking to continue building momentum. Known for their explosive offense and ability to score runs in bunches, Atlanta had every reason to feel confident. Their lineup featured dangerous hitters capable of changing the game with one swing. Throughout the season, the Braves had demonstrated an ability to erase deficits and overwhelm opponents with power. Even when trailing, they remained a threat because of their deep batting order and aggressive approach. The White Sox, meanwhile, entered the game with a different objective. They wanted to establish themselves as a team capable of competing against elite opponents. While their season had featured its share of challenges, the clubhouse remained committed to fighting through adversity. The opportunity to defeat a respected opponent like Atlanta represented a chance to demonstrate growth and resilience. The early innings immediately set the tone for the evening. Both teams came out aggressively, refusing to wait for opportunities and instead looking to create them. The White Sox struck first, generating offense through a combination of disciplined at-bats and timely hitting. A leadoff base runner energized the crowd, and moments later a well-placed hit brought home the game's first run. The stadium erupted as Chicago gained an early advantage. Atlanta responded quickly. One of the characteristics that has defined the Braves for years is their refusal to panic. Rather than becoming frustrated by the early deficit, they continued to execute their game plan. A string of quality plate appearances eventually produced the equalizer, reminding everyone why Atlanta remains one of the most respected offensive teams in baseball. As the innings progressed, the game transformed into a fascinating chess match between hitters and pitchers. Every at-bat carried significance. Pitchers worked carefully around dangerous hitters while trying to avoid issuing free passes. Hitters searched for mistakes, knowing opportunities could be limited. The White Sox found another offensive spark in the middle innings. A hard-hit ball into the gap created scoring opportunities, and aggressive base running put pressure on Atlanta's defense. Chicago capitalized, plating additional runs and once again taking control of the scoreboard. For a brief moment, it appeared the White Sox might be able to pull away. But baseball rarely unfolds according to expectations. The Braves answered immediately. Atlanta's lineup began displaying the power and consistency that have made it one of baseball's most feared groups. A sharply hit single was followed by another productive at-bat. Soon runners occupied multiple bases, and pressure mounted on Chicago's pitching staff. When a clutch hit found open space in the outfield, Atlanta trimmed the deficit and reignited its dugout. The contest had become a back-and-forth battle. Each inning seemed to belong to a different team. Whenever one side gained momentum, the other found a way to answer. The scoreboard reflected the competitiveness of the matchup. Neither club could establish complete control. Fans sensed they were witnessing something special. As the game entered the middle stages, both managers faced increasingly difficult decisions. Bullpen management became critical. Defensive alignments required careful consideration. Every move carried potential consequences. Chicago's offense continued producing key moments. A patient approach at the plate forced Atlanta pitchers into challenging situations. Deep counts elevated pitch totals and created opportunities for mistakes. When those mistakes occurred, White Sox hitters capitalized. Timely singles and productive contact allowed Chicago to build a narrow but important lead. The Braves, however, refused to disappear. Their offense remained relentless. Every inning felt dangerous for Chicago. Every Atlanta base runner increased tension throughout the ballpark. The Braves consistently threatened to break through with a big inning, forcing White Sox pitchers to execute under pressure. One of the defining moments of the game occurred when Chicago's defense delivered a crucial stop with runners in scoring position. A sharply hit ball appeared destined to produce multiple runs, but a spectacular defensive play prevented significant damage. Instead of surrendering the lead, the White Sox escaped the inning still ahead. Those are the moments players remember long after the final score has been recorded. Championship-caliber teams understand the importance of defense. While home runs often receive the headlines, defensive excellence frequently determines outcomes in tightly contested games. Chicago's ability to make plays in critical situations proved invaluable. As the game moved into the later innings, tension continued building. The White Sox managed to push their total to 6 runs, providing what felt like a valuable cushion. Yet against a lineup as dangerous as Atlanta's, no lead felt truly safe. The Braves demonstrated exactly why. With time running out, Atlanta mounted another charge. A base runner reached. Then another. Suddenly, the White Sox found themselves facing significant pressure. The Braves sensed opportunity. Their dugout came alive with energy as the possibility of a comeback became increasingly realistic. A key hit reduced Chicago's advantage and shifted momentum. The crowd grew quieter while Brave supporters became louder. For Chicago, the 6-5 victory represented more than a single win in the standings. It represented validation. Games like these help establish identity. They demonstrate that a team can withstand adversity and perform under pressure. They build confidence inside the clubhouse and create momentum moving forward. Players often describe close victories as bonding experiences. Everyone contributes. Everyone feels invested. Everyone understands the importance of each play. The White Sox experienced exactly that feeling following the final out. For the Braves, the loss was disappointing but far from discouraging. Atlanta demonstrated many of the qualities that have made the organization successful. Their offense remained productive. Their competitiveness never disappeared. This night, by the slimmest of margins, it was the Chicago White Sox who walked away celebrating. The Braves pushed them to the limit, challenged them at every turn, and nearly completed a dramatic comeback. Yet when the final chapter was written and the last out recorded, Chicago had done just enough. The White Sox edged the Braves 6-5 in a thrilling one-run battle, delivering a game that perfectly captured everything fans love about Major League Baseball.